Hello guys, welcome once again to the Journey TV. I'm going to start today's episode by saying something very simple. You need to be careful of the kind of people you listen to, all in the name of them being a pastor. So this pastor came out and he was actually talking about Hilda Baci, the world record breaker. Just imagine, a girl stood for over 90 hours and all you could say as a pastor was to talk down on her achievements. Instead of you preaching normally on a Sunday about indecent dressing and the rest, you could just, all he did was to call this girl out and said, the way you dress shows that there's something you're selling and it is not food. Let me allow you hear this pastor.
There is something that the book of Proverbs calls the attire of a harlot. It means if you see a demon girl, you can know from her dressing. It doesn't matter the record she breaks. You can know from the way the person, any record the person wants to break, the person should break. There is something that is actually properly called the attire of a harlot. You remember in Genesis chapter 38, I think, when Judah was going down, you remember the story of Judah and his sons. The daughter-in-law of Judah, when she wanted Judah to sleep with her, the Bible says that she dressed herself like a prostitute. This thing is not just in the book of Proverbs. There is a way you can dress that will suspect this one is selling something and it's not food she's selling.
Welcome back to the Journey TV. So this pastor actually spoke about Hilda Baci. According to the pastor, as you have heard, he said that the way she's dressed, it is as if she's selling something else and not just food. There are so many decent ladies out there, or so many ladies that dress decently and they do all sorts of nonsense. But this girl actually spent time, over 90 hours, cooking food, broke the Guinness World Record, and all you could call her out on was forget about what she broke. Let's talk about her dressing. I would like to ask a question. Do you judge people by appearance? There's a saying that they say, you do not judge a book by its cover. But right now, he's actually judging this girl by what she's putting on. What would you say about those pastors in America and other countries that have tattoos on their skin? Would you say they are not men of God? Would you say they are less of a man of God because they are not dressed the way you are dressed, or the way you feel decency? There should be decency in what they put on. What about those pastors with earrings in other countries? Would you say they are not men of God? What about those men that are achieving so much and they have dreadlocks and they want to sag? It is just the way they are. You can say what they are putting on is not good, but you cannot say they are not better than so many people that would go on low cost, look very clean, and they are not responsible. They are fraudsters and they can do all these demonic things just to make money. There are so many people out there, they are doing so many demonic things, they make money and they dress decently. So my own argument here today is just to say that do not judge a book by its cover. I am not in support of indecent dressings. I've seen some of her videos when she went clubbing and the way some part of her body is exposed. I am actually not in support, but I cannot judge her by what she's putting on. Some people just like to wear things that are very, very simple, things they feel comfortable with, things that are revealing just because they love to wear dress that way. It doesn't mean the book inside does not have any good content. It is just a bad cover. So you can preach about indecent dressing in the house of the Lord, like, okay, for instance, if a pastor's wife comes on the altar and she's too exposed, you can bring up stuff like that, but not to talk down on a young girl that is actually striving right now. She's trending on the internet for a very good record, and this is already painting her black, like she's irresponsible. For me, I would say she's determined for the fact that she could stand for so long and achieve that world breaking record. Nobody is perfect. Make we know that one. You cannot have it all. You can never have it all. That is one thing. So you might know how to, you might be good at tech. Okay, imagine someone that is very good at tech and that person doesn't really dress well. There are people like that. Most people that are good at tech, they don't have time for dressing. It doesn't mean you won't say they are not responsible. What would you say about one of the founders of Paystack, which is known as Ezra? He paints his fingernails, and if you remember when he was supposed to go collect an award from the president himself, the president was actually staring at him like, this guy, because he was just painting his fingers because of the paints and the lip gloss and everything he uses. But you should see that this guy is responsible. He has built something. Let's stop judging people by their looks. What do you think about this gist? Please leave a comment on the comment section, like this video if you have not liked, and also do share with a friend. Do not forget you can now hit us on Twitter at The Journey TV. Thank you guys for staying tuned. Bye for now.